Hey Pisces, and welcome to your July 2023 tarot reading. So we're taking a look at the overall month for Pisces rising or sun signs. This is a collective reading for Pisces. So just know that if it hits this month, if it lands and it resonates, awesome. If it's not, maybe check out, if this is your sun sign, check out your rising sign, right? So we are taking a look at the progression of the month. We're going to look at the beginning, middle, and end of the month to see how this is moving through. Okay, and what kind of challenge is coming up, and also any kind of spiritual advice. So if you are new to this channel, feeling that here and this here. If you are new to this channel, this is the longer readings. Well, first, welcome. These are the longer readings, the month readings, and then I have shorter tarot readings that I do for all signs that come out bi-weekly from, they're according to lunation. So from full moon to new moon and from new moon to full moon. For those of you who have been here before and you've seen that I've been doing astrology that's been incorporated into everything, I've moved those into separate videos because I was making these too long. So those are on my channel in a playlist that's called Astrological Highlights. So you'll find that there. All right, let's get into it, Pisces. So the overarching theme, like what's going to be a thread that runs through the middle of July for you, like not just the middle part of July, but I mean like all the way through July, an overarching theme is that things are up for review for you, right? So very clearly there are things that you are reviewing and revising, that you are looking over certain areas of your life and just kind of seeing like, okay, what needs to shift, what needs to be revised, what needs to change, like what's still in alignment, what isn't in alignment, and asking yourself questions about that. You might notice that certain areas of your life in particular are slowed down some in order to give you time to really evaluate things. And that's what retrograde energy really is about, right? So we have that as an overarching theme for this month for you. And then we have your month overall, which is the Two of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Chariot. The Queen of Pentacles being what your challenge is, and the Ace of Cups, which I really love, is some spiritual advice. Like, so we'll get into all of that individually. Let's start with the beginning of the month, and we're looking at the Two of Wands, right? So Two of Wands, at the beginning of the month, I feel like you are standing at the precipice of like the world is before you. The world is your oyster. You have many possibilities and opportunities in front of you. You may not necessarily see the opportunities, but this is about you choosing a path, you deciding like, I'm going to create this kind of life, this kind of environment, this kind of community, this kind of like career path, or this like what you want your life to look and feel like, and like moving in a direction where you're like, okay, I'm going to choose this path or this path, right? The twos are about choice. And so this is about choosing a path. It's not always like a this or that. Like there really are like the world is your oyster. Like you really do have all of these possibilities that are available to you. We have so much agency in our life, and we forget as human beings that there are many different creative ways that we can go about creating the things that we want to create for ourselves in our life and what we want to have happen and be materialized, right? So it's a matter of choosing though. You got to make a choice because you got to start moving in a certain direction. And so that's actually something that's coming up for you at the beginning of the month. I like the progression. I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. We'll get to the Chariot, but in the middle third of the month, we have the Temperance card showing up, right? And I think that this is a beautiful progression because, you know, it's like you, in the consideration of the different areas of your life, like the things that you're reviewing and revisiting and revising, the things that you're trying to choose between in terms of like, what path do I want to create? Like, how do I want to move things forward? Like, right, all of this is what's up for you. And the Temperance card is really about staying true to yourself in a sense and finding your way, the way that works for you, blending the different elements of your life together in a way that is harmonious, that creates like a third way to do things, right? Not just this way or that way, but your own unique way, and one that is true to yourself, true to your essence, that feels authentic, right? That feels aligned. And one of the reasons that I say that is because we have at the end of the month the Chariot card. So I really like this because we go from the consideration and the bringing in what is authentic to you and like combining different areas of your life to see what's in alignment, to see what's true to yourself, to the Chariot card, which is all about forward movement from an aligned place, right? The Chariot says like the Chariot's not going to actually move forward in a direction, in a clear direction, until you choose, until you make a decision. And the thing is about making that clear decision is you have to see what is authentically aligned with yourself on all levels, right? Cosmically, spiritually, like with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your will, right? And the willpower, like the solar plexus area, we could say, is what actually directs the Chariot forward, right? It's not through force, it's through will that is aligned with what is authentically so for you. So when you're aligned, when what you say and what you do and what you feel is aligned, that kind of action creates such momentum, such clear direction forward. And that's what powers the Chariot to actually move forward, is that. So I really like how this month can really open up and progress for you. The challenge here, though, is the Queen of Pentacles showing up as a challenge for you. So I feel like this is about really not feeling like, not only not feeling, but like not taking care of yourself in a way that is nourishing and nurturing. Maybe not even being in an environment that feels like home and hearth, that feels nourishing and nurturing, right? That's the thing about the Queen of Pentacles, is that she is that. That's who she is she creates a home that feels safe and solid and stable and nourishing and nurturing. And you need to ask yourself, are you in an environment that actually supports that? Or not? Or if not about your environment, then I would ask, are you doing this for yourself? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you creating this experience for yourself? Are you having resistance to that? So I think that that's something worth examining and worth looking at. And I think that that's what's up for you. Other thing, oh yes, almost forgot. Other thing about the Queen of Pentacles is that, we are talking about the Pentacles. The Pentacles have to do with our values, right? Our value system. And so there is this also, what's up for question is what is of the highest value, right? We're talking about the queen. She's the queen of this entire element, right? Of the earth element, of the pentacle element, right? So it's about creating and knowing what is of the highest value for you, right? The highest alignment, right? The highest value to move forward with. And the spiritual advice that you're getting through all this is like, while this might feel challenging in some ways, especially when you're examining things and things are up for review and you're revisiting and revising and wondering like what is aligned and what isn't, and that can be sometimes a difficult process, the Ace of Cups comes in and says, have hope, have faith. Like things are flowing in a direction, and just have hope and faith. I feel like for some of you, this might involve tears flowing, but it's like beautiful and cleansing if it is. And for some of you, it might feel like you're finally starting to get a sense of like things that feel hopeful, and go with that feeling. Allow yourself to have that. I know that as human beings, we go through so many periods where we have hope and faith, and then our hopes and our faith is like dashed, like it's damaged in some way through an experience. And so to build ourselves back up to a place where we can open up and have that faith, it's like we always wonder, is the hope, is the faith going to be what I hoped and wanted it to be the most? And I think it's not necessarily about whether it turns out the way that you want and hope the most, but just to have hope and faith that things are flowing and that things are working in a direction for your highest and most pure and cleanest good. Right? So just finding where that is inside of you and allowing that to inspire you, right? This is very inspirational, allowing that to inspire you, following your intuition, integrating that into everything that you have here. So I hope that this feels helpful, Pisces. Please, if it does, and you've gotten some kind of insight from it, please consider giving the video a like. It does help with the algorithm and building this channel. Also, if you don't want to miss any of the astrological highlight videos or the bi-weeklies or the videos on the horizon, make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos. All right. Thank you for your time. I will see you in the next video. Bye.